Hello and welcome back to another video. This time I'm visiting a hideout used by the resistance during World War II. Last hideout I looked at was used by Jews hiding from the Germans, and this one is built and was operated by the Dutch resistance. So I prepared a small timeline. We are in the area of I think it's called Diever, if I'm not mistaken, and in 1943 you see an increase in resistance activities, which leads to the local NSB members who were collaborating with the Germans to ask for Sicherheitsdienst reinforcements, and they arrive in 1943. Now in the winter of 1943 to 44, the local resistance group decides to build a hideout in the pine forest of Berkenheuvel, and the construction of the hideout begins. Now these are the 8 members of the resistance group, and in the 31st of August 1944 an American gunner called Harry A. Dove arrives here at the hideout. In September 1944 American tail gunner Jimmy Moulton arrives in the hideout as well, and this is a memorial plaque of those who hit here. Now in the early morning of the 25th of October 1944, Hauptsturmführer, the 25th of October 1944, some member called Tjitse Wallinga was arrested in Oosterwolde, leading to the discovery of the hideout. And then early in the morning of the 22nd of November 1944, Hauptsturmführer Kronenberg, accompanied by approximately 8 men, descends upon Diever, raids the hideout, and that leads to the arrest of all members. Now all of these 8 members were sent to Heerenveen, then to Amersfoort, and then distributed over several concentration camps in Germany, and only one of the members actually survived the war. Let me see if I can find who. Doesn't say it in the timeline that I prepared, but as you can see, the hideout looks better constructed than the Jewish hideout we visited earlier. And that's because this one was also used to prepare raids on government buildings or buildings used by the Germans during the war. You can see some air ventilation here, hopefully, and the biblical text. Another room here, it's really dark, so not much else to see here. But you can imagine how it must have looked like during the war. And it's in the middle of the forest, and obviously it's a reconstructed hideout, because when they found this hideout the Germans destroyed it using a bunch of grenades. Maybe it says who survived it. 1945, 45. Yeah, it doesn't, I don't know, maybe they all died. He was killed. 1945, Neuegama, Wobbelin, never heard of that. Ravensbrück, Wobbelin, Rottenburg, Wobbelin, Neustadt, and Beven. So all these resistance fighters died during the war, but from the information that I gathered, or that was shown on the sign, at least one actually survived the war. Now we're just gonna head back. This has been a really short video about the hideout. There's not much else to say really, but it looks really well preserved. Of course, like I said, it has been reconstructed, but it looks really good. Let's take a picture real quick. There we go. Maybe it says it here. No. All the people on this side died, but I've never heard of wobbling. I should look into that. I've heard of Neugamme, Ravensbrück, but I've never heard of wobbling. Must have been some punishment camp, just like Neugamme was. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this short video about a resistance fighter's hideout in the middle of this good looking forest. So I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I can show you more stuff from the war in this local area, and hopefully you'll enjoy that one too.